Joe?
Yes.
Yes. Hi everyone. My name is Burair Hussain, and this is my brand new show, Brainwashing with Burair. And why I have started this show because of this man. You are. I have talked with him I, some days before, and we were talking on different things, but suddenly I realized that he is so enthusiastic. He is so I mean, uh, he wanted to teach people. He wanted to. Uh, he wanted to have a good student in his life. And I was so I thought I should start some program or kind of interview series so that people will know these people, and they get benefited from that. So uh, so I have written some questions. So my first question to you is, Joe, are you a happy person or not?
Am I a happy person?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a happy person.
So how do you find happiness in your
Satisfied.
how do you find happiness in your life?
Um, Happiness to me is, well, there's degrees of happiness. For the most part, I would say it's satisfaction with life, uh, not regretting things, not thinking about past things that uh, you want to change because you cannot change the past. Uh, and being satisfied and being comfortable. That's one level. I have also experienced other levels of happiness, of course, family, children, um, so on, or doing uh, my Tai Chi, for example, when I finish feeling a happiness inside. It's a feeling that is very hard to describe, to put in words.
So, can you say that if you pursue happiness, you can achieve, you have achieved something in your life? If
Yes.
someone go for happiness, he can achieve something or anything in his life.
Um, yeah, I would say I have achieved a number of things in life that I'm happy about or satisfied about. Um, the one that is most important to me, I believe, is having been a good father and husband. That to me is the primary, most important. Then after that, it's I would say Tai Chi, and then you know, in my professional world of computing, understanding, and basically coming up through the ranks and learning and achieving a lot of different things in that field. Yeah, yeah.
S- s-
So, yeah, a number of things.
Tell me about what is Tai Chi. I mean, explain to the viewers.
So, Tai Chi or Tai Chi Chuan uh, comes from Chinese martial arts from 300, 400 years ago. Uh, it started, but what makes Tai Chi different as a martial art is that it's what we call internal martial art, meaning that you do not use overt force in the sense of you don't tense your muscles to create power.
Okay.
Ordinarily, in most martial arts, in everyday life, if we want to do something, we tense our muscles in order to get power or strength. Tai Chi relies on relaxation, loosening of the muscles,
Okay.
but having the right posture because your body alignment uh, is important for generating power from your feet. Um,
Okay.
Anybody who really knows martial arts will tell you that power doesn't come from your arms or your shoulders. It really comes from your legs and your hips. That's
Okay.
where the power is. Okay. So we focus mostly on movement. How do you move your body in a way that allows it to generate power? So everything is done very, very slowly. You practice very, very slowly, and you relax as much as you can and let go of your muscles as much as you can. Um, but you focus on your posture, your movement, your energy. Tai Chi has a lot to do with energy. So the word Chi
Chi.
is basically refers to energy.
And
The name Tai Chi Chuan means grand ultimate fist.
grand.
Chuan suggests fist or fighting in Chinese. Uh, Tai Chi suggests grand ultimate, the highest form. Um, Once I got involved in Tai Chi, it was like I fell in love with it. I said, "What?" Because Tai Chi is like a puzzle that you have to solve. Um, unlike unlike other exercises where you just repeat things again and again and again and again, and your mind is somewhere else. Your mind is thinking about, what am I having for dinner? What I have to do for work? What I have to tell somebody. In Tai Chi, you cannot do that. In Tai Chi, your mind has to be here, present all the time at what you're doing, or you
So,
get lost.
I mean, some kind of meditation like thing. The when
It
yes,
is a form of meditation
yeah,
because your mind becomes very, very focused on a single thing.
single thing.
Um, yeah, it's called meditation in movement
That's
because
nice.
in essence, you're emptying your mind and only thinking about one thing. Because if you start thinking about other things, you get lost. In a sense, that it's a think of a dance that has 108 steps. Okay, and you're on step 35, and all of a sudden your mind goes somewhere else. What's the next step? You forget. You
You
get
forget.
lost. So you can think of it as almost like a routine or a dance. Like I said, 108 movements. So it takes about 40 minutes to perform, to do. Because you go very slowly. The slower, the better,
S-
because then you can really feel what you're doing.
Okay.
Okay, because it's all about feeling. Tai Chi is all about feeling inside your body. What is happening inside your body? There's connections that you're making inside your body. There's power that you're creating, and you want to feel that to know that you're doing it right or wrong. Okay, it's challenging.
So how long it takes? I mean, how long it takes for a person who is new to Tai Chi, who wanted to learn to become, I mean, beginner to intermediate level.
You okay? You can. Oh, I would beginner to intermediate, probably maybe 2 years, 3 years.
So
Uh,
lots of patience required. Patience. I mean,
it, it's not so much that it requires. Well, it requires a good teacher, but it requires practice. Your body has to learn to move in a very different way. Ordinarily in ordinary life, we use one hand and then we use the other hand, and we don't think about our body, we don't think about our feet, we don't think about our hips. In Tai Chi, the hands do not move independent of the body. In fact, the higher level Tai Chi, your hands and arms don't move. Your body moves, and the body moves your hands. So the power comes from inside your body. So you have to train your body to move and think, and it's takes and some people it takes many years because you really have to train your body to do different things. Even though it's seemingly not that difficult, you know, you're moving slowly, you're moving like very gracefully. You're shifting weight from one leg to another leg. Your body's turning, or going from left to right, whatever. But it takes just to go from beginner to intermediate about 2-3 years. To really begin to understand Tai Chi takes
Yes.
about 10 years.
Oh my God.
But 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 think about this for a minute. Are you familiar with yoga?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. I had a woman I worked for who studied yoga for many, many years. And she told me her her guru, her teacher told her the same thing. It takes about 10 years to begin, just to begin
Just to
to
begin.
understand yoga. So you can do yoga from day one, but to really begin to understand what you're doing takes about 10 years.
In different
That's right.
languages.
It's related.
Yes.
Chakras, in Chinese medicine, it would be meridians or channels in your body.
Yes.
So you have one big main channel
Main.
going down the
Yes.
front, another main channel coming up the back. Yeah, it's very similar.
Similar.
Um, there is a relationship between there because Shaolin, essentially, the Shaolins were actually trained by a Buddhist monk who came from India to work with the Shaolin temple to train the people to fight. And that's how Shaolin basically started. So, yeah, yes, uh, you can feel energy or chi. Most common for people is to feel their hands. They get warm, they start to tingle.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right.
Uh,
Pulsating is a different. Everybody feels something a little bit different.
just like
Uh,
Reiki. I mean, the Reiki
yeah,
energy. Yes.
it's because it's the same energy.
Same
It's the
energy.
same exact energy. Yes.
Okay.
Uh, yes. And with Reiki, you're projecting your energy to go out of your hands,
Yes.
to actually go to the person, to balance their energy. In Tai Chi, you're doing the same thing. So when I move, I'm not thinking here in my hands. I'm thinking way out.
Mm.
I'm sending my energy way out.
Way out.
And people say, "Oh, that's just nonsense. That's no." But I can, if you were here, I can show you or let you feel it. The difference, if somebody is pushing on my arm and I put my mind on my arm, I get a certain amount of energy. But if I put my mind out there, way out there, my energy triples. I can actually feel it moving. So yes, you can feel your energy move. You can move it from hand to hand, from different parts of your body. You can, when you do healing, you're actually moving somebody else's energy or giving them energy or taking away energy. So yeah,
Yes. So,
exactly.
so have you healed someone? I mean, in your life, any
Yes, yes.
story you can
Uh,
share
uh,
with
I'll
us?
give I'll give you an example. I have a friend of mine who had lung cancer, and he had an operation. They took out a piece of his lung, one of the what's called the lobe. They took out the lobe, and so he asked me to do healing when he got out of the hospital. And the first thing you do is you scan the person to feel where's the energy, where's no energy, where there's some energy. What does he feel like? And so when I scanned him, when I got to his chest, there was like a hole. It was empty. There was no energy.
Okay.
The rest of his body had lots of energy, but here there was no energy. So I realized what I had to do was put energy into this spot and then get it to move. Because one of the things is that energy gets stuck in your body. And when it gets stuck, it gets what we call stagnant, like a
Yes.
swamp, when the water just sits there and doesn't go anywhere. So you want to get it to move. And so that's what I did. I actually moved the energy. And after about 10 minutes, I went back and I scanned and I could feel, the energy back again. Um, I don't do much healing with people. I think I don't feel gifted in that. I think you need to have a special ability. So, for example, my wife has it. My wife can do healing. She can feel things that I don't feel. I compare myself to her. I'm a beginner, but she can move her hand over your body and tell you immediately, this hurts, that hurts, this is no good, this is no good, something's going on here. She can feel things. So I don't do much because that's not my specialty. you know. But if
Okay.
I have to, I do it with her sometimes.
You
It's
explain.
not it's not visual. It's not something you can see. It's feeling.
It's feeling.
A lot
Okay.
of times I'll close my eyes because I don't want visual interference. I don't want to be distracted visually. But it doesn't matter because I feel the energy field with my hands. My hands just feel the energy field. And the feeling there's like a fullness. When you do Reiki, it's the same thing. You almost feel like your hands are fuller, thicker, like there's something in your hands. Can you describe it? It's very hard,
It's hard. Yes.
but you know the feeling when you recognize it. Yeah.
That's amazing. I mean, so my next question is, because most of the people, and because of the pandemic, the things have been changed, and people are starting doing online work, and most of them are working at night because they are working for uh, US people, and they are working
Sure.
for some Europeans. So a lot of different time difference here. So people cannot manage their energy. People cannot manage their time. So they feel tired. They feel, I mean, lost sometimes. Sometimes they cannot.
Right.
Uh, so how do you suggest that how they can adjust their energy or adjust their time or something like that?
Yeah, that's a really difficult situation because you're talking about the body's own rhythms.
Yes.
Uh, what they call it, the circadian rhythms.
Ji.
Uh, but doing Tai Chi helps because you're relaxing, but you're not. Let me differentiate. When I say relaxing, I don't mean you become like like you're asleep.
Oh,
When you're relaxing, you're actually expanding your body. So you're actually more alert. You're very alert and alive, but very relaxed at the same time. So I believe that this is a way that would help people. Um, I actually have students, one in the UK, in England, and one in France at this time that we do classes together over the internet. It's not as good as being there in person,
yes.
but it helps. It's the next best thing.
Yes.
So I believe that Tai Chi, like I said, because it wakes you up. You're alert. When you finish, or let me explain it this way. I used to work in New York City. My teacher was in South Jersey. It would take me 2 hours to get from New York to his school. Okay. And I would be exhausted by the time I got to the school. And I was like, oh, God, I don't want to do this. I'm so tired. But when the class was finished, I was wide awake, and full of energy. So, yeah, it helps. It
So,
really helps.
so I think there's a solution for all of the freelancers and those who do a lot of work at night and lot of give time to, I mean, gadgets, so they can learn Tai
Yeah.
Chi and manage their energy as well. So
Yeah.
my next question is, I mean, what are the prerequisites? I mean, someone who is not familiar with Tai Chi, but still he wants to learn. I mean, because people will, I hope that people will ping you in messages, and they will send you friend request because they want to learn, they want to know more about Tai Chi after this interview. So, what are the
Yeah.
prerequisites?
There's really no prerequisites. You can start as a child or you can start as an old person. There's no prerequisites because it's very, especially for older people, it's low impact. You're not jumping around, you're not, throwing yourself on the floor. It's very low impact. So it's any age can be doing this. Any clothes, you don't need special clothes, you don't need special shoes, you don't need anything special, equipment or anything. So the only prerequisite is the willingness to learn
Willingness to learn.
and to practice.
Hmm.
If you don't practice, you cannot learn. It's like any art. If you're learning to play music, if you don't practice, you don't get anywhere.
Yeah,
Then
that's
every
for
week you're
sure.
starting all over again. It's the same as any art. You have to practice to understand, to get, because yeah, it can get a little complicated. Um, so the first thing when I teach, and my teacher, same thing, is we teach something called Qigong, not Tai Chi, but Qigong. Qigong is the foundation or the building block, the basis for Tai Chi. The difference between the two is that Qigong, you take a single movement and you repeat it again and again and again and again. It's a way to Qigong, the translation from Chinese is energy work or
Okay.
skill, energy skill. Okay. So you're learning how to build your energy by moving in a better and better and better way. Okay. More connections, more energy. Even that takes a long time to learn.
Yeah.
Not that the movements are not complex, they're not difficult. And you're not really, in our Qigong, you're not really even moving your feet. You're pretty much standing in the same place. You're just shifting your weight from right to left, from right to left, and moving your.
Someone has to learn, someone has to be open to learn anything for the Tai Chi, because this is the only prerequisite. So there is a
Yes.
term that's very popular, that learn, unlearn, relearn. So can you explain what is relearn for you, and how to unlearn and relearn? What's that in your opinion?
Okay.
Because people are so
So
rigid. I mean, I'm talking to you because I have seen many people, many individuals who are very rigid. They are not, they do not want to learn anything new. They do not want to change their concept, because uh, because of the technology, because of the I mean, pandemic, things have been changed. But most of us are not willing to learn or relearn something new.
that is unfortunate. You're right. But
Yes,
if you do not learn, you don't grow.
yes, that's for
So
sure. That's for sure.
um, Tai Chi essentially you have to unlearn the way you move your body. And
Okay.
you have to relearn, okay? You have to relearn how your body moved when you were a toddler, a child. A child that is learning to walk has all the qualities that we look for in Tai Chi, in movement, okay? If you think about a baby, a child, when they breathe, okay, how do they breathe? They don't breathe from their chest, they breathe from their stomach.
Stomach.
You
Yes.
see a toddler sitting there, their stomach is going in and out,
In and out.
in and out. But as adults, where do we breathe? We breathe from our chest.
We breathe shallow breathe, that is called.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, when a toddler learns to stand, both of their knees are bent and their hips are bent. Naturally, that's how they learn to
Yes.
walk.
Yeah.
But once we realize that we can stand up
Straight.
straight, we abandon that and we start straightening our knees. We
Hmm.
straighten our hips. There's no flexibility, there's no bending.
Hmm.
And so, because we rely on our muscles actually to hold our bodies up, whereas a toddler doesn't do that. A toddler relies on balance to keep them from falling. But as soon as we learn to stand up, we start using our muscles. And that's why people have so many problems with their backs, with their necks, with their shoulders, because we don't have the right posture anymore. We lose it. We have unlearned. So now we have to relearn. But you're right. People who are inflexible, and inflexibility comes in different ways. So, for example, I know people who want to learn Tai Chi, but their bodies are inflexible. Their bodies do not want to change the way they do things. Their mind wants to change, but their subconscious, their body doesn't want to. And so they only get to a certain point and that's it. They'll never get beyond a certain point. Yeah. So it's interesting. Yeah. Tai Chi is a reflection of the human mind in a sense. So the more you're willing to learn, the more you're willing to unlearn and relearn, better off you are.
How do you categorize it? I mean, Tai Chi can reduce only stress levels or anxiety or depression as well, or it reduces everything.
Everything, everything, because we know, today we know, exercise of any kind, movement, even taking a walk outside, helps to relieve anxiety, depression, stress. Uh, is it going to cure depression? Probably not. You probably, for depression, you depending on how serious it is, you may need intervention. But but it helps you, I believe, because you become very cognizant. You become very aware of balance, not just physical balance, emotional balance, life balance, uh, which a lot of people are not aware of. So they work too much, and when they work too much, they neglect other aspects of their family or life. Uh, there has to be a balance in everything you do. If it's out of balance, then it's no good. Right, right. Uh,
What are the books would do you recommend uh, if for learning Tai Chi maybe, or maybe anything to energy work?
for yeah, For Tai Chi, well, of course, I recommend my teacher's books. William Ting, Ting. He's written a couple of books in the form of questions and answers.
Okay, so I
If
should search
people who
that.
want to learn Tai Chi, I will tell you right now, you cannot learn Tai Chi from a book.
Okay.
Okay? You can learn concepts and ideas and understandings from a book, but to learn how to move, it's like trying to teach someone how to play a piano from a book. It just doesn't work. Okay? So if there are YouTube videos, thousands of YouTube videos about Tai Chi. But there are different styles of Tai Chi. So it's not just one. There are many different styles. To find the key is to find the right teacher.
So how
Okay, that's
how
really the key.
what are the characteristics of a good teacher or good, I mean, mentor, sensei?
Well, yeah. First, they have to be very skilled.
Okay.
To understand Tai Chi, you really have to be very, very skilled. Um,
No, I mean, I am talking from a layman perspective. If someone
yeah,
who
how would
is,
you know? Yes, you don't. That's the problem. Most people start with a teacher and they don't really know if they're good or bad.
yeah.
But because they don't know, they think, oh, my teacher is the best in the world. You know, you can't help that. But you can join their groups on Facebook, for example. There are chat groups for Tai Chi, and you can ask questions. Say, my teacher says to do it this way. What does your teacher say? And you get other people's opinions. And then you say,
Okay.
okay, this sounds
This
right.
sound
This sounds
weird.
wrong.
Weird. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So, so I mean, it's all about connecting with people. Again, technology comes again. So you need to connect with different people,
Yes,
with
yes,
different individuals all around the world, and learn from them.
yes.
So okay.
The law of attraction, essentially, as I understand it, is if you put your mind on something, then you're putting your energy towards that. Um, and the energy, everything is energy in the world, in our
Yeah,
universe. Everything is energy based.
that's for sure.
So everything, whether it's a table or a chair or a person or an animal, it's all energy vibrations. You put your mind on something, you're creating an energy vibration. And eventually you match whatever objective it is that you want. Now, having studied NLP, I'll tell you this. Most people, well, let me start something this way. We have a conscious mind and we have a subconscious
Some
mind.
parts.
Our conscious minds may want one thing, but our subconscious mind may want something totally different. So, for example, let me give you a concrete example. If I say, well, I want to have a lot of money. Okay, that's my conscious mind says that. My subconscious mind says, if you have a lot of money, then you will be setting yourself up for failure, which will really hurt you. So you don't really want that money. So now you've got two opposing vibrations going on. Trouble is, you're not aware of your subconscious mind. You're aware only of your conscious mind. So you're sending out this message, but the message is being undermined or negated by your subconscious mind. And that happens a lot, because people say, well, I put my mind on it and nothing happened. But then you start talking to the people and you realize, maybe that's not really what they wanted anyway. Maybe underneath, like, money, conscious money is equated to happiness. But subconsciously, they know that no, it's not. Money is not going to make you happy.
Yeah,
Happiness is tied to many, many other things.
many other things.
Yeah. So it's an interesting concept. Uh, the
Because
way I go
yeah,
ahead.
that's why I think most of the people are bashing law of attraction, because they put their conscious mind, they try to teach their subconscious mind, but they fight with their
No,
subconscious mind, and at the end of the day they do not get what they
right,
wanted. I
because
mean,
the subconscious mind is 90%.
just
The
90%,
conscious mind is 10%.
10%.
So yeah,
That's true.
the the act. See, it's interesting, but the act of wanting has interesting sub energies to it. If I want something, means I don't have it. Means I'm resentful for not having it. Maybe I'm jealous that other people have it. So, there's a lot of energies that are related to wanting things. The best I found from my own experience is it's not about wanting. It's about putting your thoughts out there. Just put your thoughts out there, and
Letting
you'll be
go.
surprised at what comes back.
l-
You
Letting
know,
go a thought, and do not paying heed, and don't do not paying stress on that specific thought will help.
right? Yeah, I really believe that, because just by definition, when you say I want something, why is your life lacking something?
Mm.
You know, I mean, besides necessities of food and shelter and things like that, but we're talking about, no, I want a brand new car.
Yeah,
Why? Is that going to make your life any better than the car you already have, or whatever? So it's interesting, very interesting stuff.
so thank you for giving so much time. I think we have passed 1 hour, and I said to Joe that I will have your 30 minutes, but I think we have crossed 1 hour. So it's a great talk, and we will definitely have another chat some another day, or on another topic.
I'd
But
be very happy to.
thank you. But I have learned so many things, because I just know that you are just uh, a an old programmer or something like that, or a Tai Chi master who learned something about Tai Chi, but did not know what is Tai Chi actually. But you know very well, I mean, about chakras, about the meditation and everything that
Yeah,
lies within. So I'm so happy. So whoever watched this live stream, or who will watch after this, um, s- connect to this person. His name is Joe Eber, and he's very nice. And if you want to learn Tai Chi, I think he's one of the good teachers. I cannot say that he is the only best teacher in the world, but he is one of the best teachers. And he wanted, and he is so enthusiastic to have a good student in his life, because he want to give something, and giving is something that it's a blessing, it's a gift from God. No one wants to give. uh, I
yeah,
mean, very few people, very few individuals likes to give to others, but he wants to give
yeah.
to you. So thank you, Joe.
You're
any
you're more than
concluding
welcome.
any concluding remarks you want to share with people?
Uh, what I would say to people is just if you can find Tai Chi in your area, try it. It's not for everybody, just like any art is not for everybody. Try it, see if you like it. I found it, and for me, it worked. For me, it was great. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer. Uh, my whole intent is to share what I know, because otherwise, it'll get lost. Simple as that.
Simple as that. Thank you so much. Okay, bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.